Yo, what is up, guys? So, today, it's Saturday, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna just make the recap from yesterday. So, yesterday, I did not take any trade, I was on the market, so that's why I didn't like really give that trade recap that much urgency, but still, it's a bad part of me for not making it, so a loss for me on that part, but let's get into the trade recap. So, coming in today, yesterday, wait, I'll just see if I can replay this candle. So coming in today, yesterday, I was looking pretty bullish. I was really looking bullish. Reason why I was looking bullish is because on the higher time frame, for example, the 8 hour, I would not say this is your new swing. So price moves in how you say this? Higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. If we're in an uptrend, so in this instance, I would say we're pretty much in an uptrend, right? Because this right here created this retracement. So this would technically be your higher low. On like the lower time frame, in that instance, I would not really say that this is my new higher low. I would just say that this is. I would not count this as my new higher low. I would see this as an internal low. This would be my higher low. If we actually did get a body closure below this, then I would have maybe said to myself, there is room to even move lower. But we didn't, and we went higher. We started going higher. With that in mind, I was looking pretty bullish. So what do I see also happening is that we had this 1 hour bearish fair value gap right here. This 1 hour bearish fair value gap got inversed and closed above within the within before market open. So on that part, I was also looking bullish. So with that in mind, I was just mainly looking for one more confirmation, and that confirmation was a market structure shift right here. I needed to see a market structure right here, shift right here, and then I would have been so bullish. I would have been so bullish, it would have been crazy. So with that, but the only thing making that market structure shift bad was that we inversed it right away. Actually, we got an inversion candle off of there. So I mean, not inversion, but reversal. My bad. So that was the only bad thing about it. This is the supply. This is not really important. So my main targets for today was Asia High. I want us to go see Asia High, but okay. I I let's go on the lower time frame. So we had NFP. NFP I think created this candle. One of these two candles got created with NFP. So right on, right before market open, we start dumping. Still on market open. So we got this pre-market dump, right? So this would probably just mean that we were like, in this point, I was kind of doubting myself if we were actually going bullish. Why? Is because you could technically say that this is a liquidity grab, us sweeping this, grabbing more liquidity and manipulating lower. But I was still holding on to my bullish buys. But the thing I did wrong today is also somewhere in the likes video of that. So what is this? So this is not that important. So this is London low. I don't know why I said X there, but it's London low. London low. London low got swept. We got new buyers coming in from there. Uh, we had some new buyers coming in from there, I think. So boom, boom, boom. Right this, right on this. If I trade like this. Okay. So we got new buyers coming in from London low. At this point in time, I was looking bullish again. Why? Is because we had a pretty big upselling candle coming back into market. We created CISDs on different time frames. So the only thing I was really looking for at this point in time was a retracement. So I would have probably taken my trade from this, but the reason why I didn't take it was because we were chopping for 10 minutes. And if I were, I'm not sure if I would have lost this trade, but usually we didn't chop. My win rate is not good. So this would have probably most likely be something like the trade. So yeah, I would have eventually lost the trade. So on that part, I would say I did pretty well. because I identified a consolidation, a chop, 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 and I said to myself, I know I lose in chops. I know if I take a trade during consolidations, my win rate is a lot worse. So I just removed the trade. Would I say it's a bad thing? No, uh, because I knew that because of my previous data that I usually lose when it's consolidation. So I removed the trade right there, and it resulted me in preventing a loss. I would still say if we didn't create this consolidation, I would have still taken the trade, because in that time I was looking pretty bullish, and this kind of aligned with what I was thinking, because we created this massive candle back up, showing bullish price action and showing possible reversals. So you would need to see that the 4 a.m. The new 4 hour candle got created right there. That 4 hour candle created a bullish closure. So this was the 4 hour candle had a bullish closure. Keep that in mind. So then we eventually sweep out Asia low, and from here on out we just start going higher. I was still looking for retracement within this, but like I did not get anything. I didn't get a singular retracement. Actually, we did kind of get a retracement right here, but I already stopped looking at the market like right here. I was looking in the market for like an hour and a half already. So I told myself, yo, you can just hop off the market, bro. You've already seen so much. This chop is crazy. I've sat through this whole chop and looked at the bro. That was kind of crazy, but okay. So that was basically what happened with yesterday. So looking back on it, the only what do you call it? The only thing I kind of did wrong yesterday is that I kind of let myself too much being fixated on the long scenario, right? So I only like kind of I did see that we could possibly go. Actually, I did not even see that we could possibly go short, but I was too fixated on going long that I didn't even see the short scenario. So what I do mean by that is that because we swept this, we could have seen a possible retracement, right? That possible retracement could have been down here, 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 or even down here. And we got that confirmation that we were probably gonna go lower, right? Because we had a market structure shift right here. This would be our leg. We had a market structure shift right here. We sweep liquidity. Where does this liquidity create a new high? In this like fair value gap, OTE level. So I would have not taken a trade off of there, but I would have used that as a confirmation. Okay, wait, we're actually moving back lower. So if we already swept this and the retracement only lands here, what is probably the next draw? Asia low. So with that in mind, I said I could have been like, I could have seen that happening, been alert of that, and then said to myself, okay, what is another confirmation that I need to go short, right? I mean, I don't think I see it on the 1 minute, 2 minute, maybe on the 1 minute. Yo, actually, I don't think I would have gone short. Wait. No, I don't think I would have gone short. There would have needed to be one more confirmation, and that is like a CISD. We don't get the CISD right here, not on any time frame. So on that part, I would have probably not even taken a short, because then I would have needed to like play the retracement of some candle, and then probably target something like this to stops on this high, target Asia low. But even on that part, I would have probably not taken that trade because we did not create a CISD, and I really do really do need to see a market structure shift or CISD for me to entry and stop, especially in this type of market. So yeah, basically there would have probably been no trades. Maybe here, if I were on the market, really maybe on this, maybe here, yeah, I could have taken this long, I think. So we respect this 2 minute order block. Yeah, I would have not probably taken that, but create a small like CISD right there. If this candle did not go lower than this and make the retracement on the 15-second, then this would have been the candle I answered on. Yo, that would have been the candle probably. This would have been the candle. Yo, that would have been the candle. That would have been the candle. That would have been a candle. Wait, let me look on Topstep. Let me look on Topstep what that did. So we got the order block right here. Wait, let me mark this out as well. 2 minute CISD right there. CISD. %50 of this. Actually, okay, this is kind of ugly. Maybe I would have not entered off right off there because it's kind of ugly. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would have entered, but I could have entered. Let's just say that. I'm not sure if I would have, but I could have. Then, like, right here, would probably just take some of this with my trade. So, something like this. Targeting previous high. Actually, I don't even need to target. I would probably just target right here. That's probably easy trade right there. That could have been a trade if I was still in the market. So yeah, on that part, too bad for me. But overall, I'm not too upset about how I traded yesterday, because I identified that it was not the most optimal, not the most optimal conditions, and I just told myself, okay, we don't need to trade, and then yeah, I didn't take a trade. I identified the consolidation, I didn't trade. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys. Maybe tomorrow I make a recap of what I did, all the trades I took this week, and maybe I do that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.